The individual art pieces, the custom art pieces on the terminal building here look stunning. They're very crisp and high resolution, and the Salzburg sign here with all the different languages saying welcome on it, that also looks very, very good. Hello Flight Sim fans, and welcome to the Practically Geek channel. In this video I've landed here at Salzburg Airport in Austria, and today I'm going to be showing you a payware scenery by Digital Design. This is available from Sim Marketplace, or you can get it from Orbax Direct. Salzburg Airport in Austria has one runway. It's a concrete runway, runway 15 and 33, measuring in at 2,750 meters. That's equivalent to around 9,022 feet. As with all my reviews and airport and scenery videos, I'm going to be showing you the default scenery first, and then I'm going to be loading into the third-party scenery to show you how much the airport has improved. Running off the runway to the other side of the main body of the airport, we have this small apron flanked by two buildings. Now, I've actually seen these I've seen these on the internet, and these are really massive big glass hangars which look absolutely stunning. They do have some old vintage aircraft. I believe it's some kind of cafe and museum, and also the left hand building, the glass hangar, is also a hangar for, I think, general aviation aircraft. On the main section of Salzburg Airport we can see a fair size apron here with some hangars and utility buildings, and you can see that the 2D satellite imagery isn't the best in this area. In fact, I would say that some of the buildings are completely wrong. For example, this car park here below us, that is actually a hangar from what I've seen, and the control tower is here in default state, which is great, but it doesn't look like the real one, but it's good to see it in the default scenery nevertheless. Looking at the main building here, or the terminal building here where my British Airways A320neo is parked up at, you can see that the buildings don't resemble the real Salzburg, and they do kind of get the right shape and height correct, but apart from that there's not much similarity to the real one. This long building at the rear where the cars are passing, this is actually another part of the terminal, a newer part, and it does have numerous car rental facilities there. Without spending too much time in this default scenery, let's jump over to the Digital Design scenery and see how much they've improved this default airport. Welcome back to Salzburg Airport here in Austria. I've loaded into the Digital Design scenery, so let's have a look around this airport and see how much it has improved. Well, immediately you can see the changes in the texturing. You've got some lovely new textures on the aprons, taxiways and runways. You can also see off into the, well, not so much distance, you can see that those hangars that I was talking about, there actually are museums. They're the Flying Bulls Museum with a amazing range of Red Bull branded aircraft, like helicopters and race planes and bigger planes. Actually, there's a few sort of bigger double propeller planes. There's actually also Formula 1 cars in there as well, which look absolutely fantastic. I'd love to go in real life one day. You can also see a lot of the surrounding area has been improved with new custom buildings like this factory, and then the trailers there off the trucks just beside the museum buildings look fantastic. And you can see in the surroundings of this airport some more custom buildings to really make this scenery look alive. You can see new houses and factories and shops. It looks fantastic. And this apron below us, you can see all the inconsistencies of maybe where they've re-tarmacked some of the apron, the buildings and the custom hangars. You can see that that car park that look out of place has now been properly filled in with the correct hangar, and the lovely custom terminal and the control tower looks stunning. It all looks very, very amazing. You can actually see the dirt and the weathering of the apron below us there from this distance up in the air, and we will be getting a closer look of all these buildings in just a moment. Starting with the fabulous looking museum on this side of the airport, you can see a Red Bull branded fighter jet there as part of the museum scenery. It's a lovely custom static object, and although it hasn't got an interior, which would be asking an awful lot, you can see that there is a a kind of a faked texture of an interior on the smaller glass building there. And overall this area looks 1,000 times better than the default one. Heading over to the other apron here, you can see a lovely retextured runway with lots of different bits of weathering, tyre marks, and these custom taxiways with the different bits of tarmac, and you can see where it's most likely being retextured in real life. It looks fantastic. Realism added to the scenery, and these custom buildings are fantastic also. There's a lot of custom signage, hangar 6, hangar 5, and we've got static helicopters as well. Everything looks really well done from Digital Designs here. Getting in a bit closer here, you can even see that they've modelled in the tunnel here that goes underneath the taxiway and runway. And these new apron lights here look absolutely fantastic, don't they? Look at these. You can even see the security cameras as well on them. Look how detailed that is. That's absolutely fantastic. You can see the private airline, the Airlink personal aircraft charters here. The signage looks really crisp and high resolution. It's really great, and you can see the roof has all these separate solar panels here as well. And you can see the Eurocopter static models there. Again, look fantastic. It looks like there's an Austrian police one there maybe. Panning across to where this default car park was, you can see that the hangar has got all the ground clutter, including the stairs in there, and the older hangar there with the different rust going down it. And you can now see the main body of the airport here with the new textured apron area. And there's a lot going on here. The level of detail is absolutely stunning. I really love the detail of this section of the airport here, where they must store or overflow the ground clutter, like the baggage carts. The buses here are all custom. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see a partial interior on this lovely glass terminal building here with, you can see the security, the baggage reclaim, and it looks absolutely fantastic, all this. The roof structures, the AC units, the texturing on the apron. I must admit the texturing here with the cracks is poor. I expected a bit better with the texturing on the floor here, because even at this height it still looks a bit blurry. But that being said, there's a lot to love about this airport. The custom ground clutter, for instance, and that building in the background there, which was very low down in kind of this big long kind of hangar default building. You can see it now in all its glory. It looks absolutely fantastic. The individual art pieces, the custom art pieces on the terminal building here look stunning. They're very crisp and high resolution, and the Salzburg sign here with all the different languages saying welcome on it, that also looks very good. The control tower is quite stunning. It's got a lot of detail, custom antennas coming off the side there. The texture on the windows looks stunning. Let's have a little bit of a closer look and see what it looks like inside. And the inside of the tower doesn't disappoint. You can see that there's different computers. The traffic control displays look fantastic. The roof and the lights, and actually they've also been able to add in the reflections of the inside of the glass, which some developers can't do, so that's really great. And overall, the level of detail on this custom control tower is fantastic. You can even see they've gone ahead and textured the top with all the different handrails and electric and air conditioning units, I would imagine. It looks absolutely stunning. And the detail extends to the landside area. Lovely custom BP and Spa petrol station there. That's quite impressive. And the roofing of the different buildings, the terminal building with all the different power supplies and the solar panels and air conditioning units, it looks stunning. And you can even see there's a roof terrace on the terminal building just to the left there. That's amazing. I can't wait to see this airport at night, which we will be doing in just a moment. And you can see they've also added in this lovely thing about Salzburg Airport, that all the different airline carriers that land here and operate here. That's amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic. I love that they've put that in. And the landside area of Salzburg looks absolutely amazing. They've done a really great job to capture the realism of this airport. As I said before, this airport is available from multiple different sources. You can get it from Orbex Direct, the official, I think it's on the official Sim Marketplace. You can get it from Sim Market as well. If you go with Orbex, you'll be paying £15.79. That's equal to around 21 US dollars or 17 euros. The key features of Salzburg Airport by Digital Designs are detailed airport terminal and tower, which look absolutely fantastic. Detailed surroundings and the historic city centre, which I might include. I will fly over there in just a moment. Custom textured taxiways, runways and apron, they look fantastic. High resolution PBR materials and ground textures, they do look absolutely fantastic. The custom models and the buildings and just the ground clutter look stunning. And there's also many custom made landmarks which we will take a look at. Let's have a look at those now. Heading over the top of Salzburg Centre, the city centre, you can see they've added in a lot of the famous landmarks here. They've done an excellent job. Unless you're doing any kind of holding pattern or circuits around Salzburg, you might see them, or you might, if you do fly over the centre, you will definitely get a really good look at them. And it's great that the guys at Digital Designs have added all this extra scenery in, because they could have just done the airport and that would have been perfectly fine, but the added extra of the landmarks are great for VFR flyers. Certainly anyone, as I said, doing circuits around the airport, and the scenery itself around this airport is absolutely stunning. With that being said, let's turn our clocks back to 1 AM to see what this airport looks like at night time. And wow, look at that, doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? The airport is fully lit up. You can see every building has its own light source. The runway light and the taxi light again look fantastic. You can even see to the left here that the Flying Bulls Museum has got apron lights, and you can see that it is reflecting over the buildings and the, as I say, the apron below it looks really, really great. In fact, the whole area of Salzburg looks absolutely fantastic at night. Great for night flying. You can see all those custom buildings have even got signs on them. The team at Digital Designs have really gone to town on the level of custom buildings in this scenery. And just look at that, doesn't that look absolutely amazing? The lighting on this runway and the pappy lights and those approach lights, it looks stunning. I'm very impressed with what the guys at Digital Designs have done with this scenery. We're going to head into the main buildings here just to take a better look at them and just see what the night lighting looks like at a bit closer than what we are now. I really love the lighting on this particular section of the airport. You can see the apron lights and the lights around each individual hangar are lighting the apron really well, so much so that you can really see the detailing in the textures. And from this angle you can really see the level of detail in the night lighting at this airport. It looks stunning, and that control tower looks absolutely insane. It looks absolutely amazing. I actually really love the lighting on this particular hangar where the ground clutter, like the airplane stairs, are stored. It looks really, really amazing for some reason. It just caught my eye as I was flying over. And doesn't that look absolutely fantastic, guys? I've never seen the green lights used before. That really looks amazing. And you can see just barely those fire engines lit inside the custom building there. There's also some kind of faked interior texturing going on with the lights, but from a distance that looks really, really amazing. You can also see the roofing structures, the metal sort of girders or struts, if you like, illuminated, and those apron spotlights that you can see those lighting as I zoom past the bits of oil or oil slick or water running across the apron, and that looks fantastic. Look at that as I fly over. And there isn't much going on inside this particular custom building with the few bits of interior items, but I tell you what, that interior lighting is absolutely fantastic. It reminds me of the search and rescue hangar at Irid Airport by Burning Blue Designs. It looks really, really amazing actually. And again, once again, the land side hasn't been left out. I know some people don't really care for the land side, but I love it when this level of detail has been added. The lovely metal structure canopy and just the overall lighting again. You can see a lot of the UFO floating orb lights again. Purely SDK limitations, nothing the developer can do with that one. But as we fly closer to the control tower, I want to see what the lighting looks like inside there. Before we head up, you can also see the guys have actually added lighting to the BP and the Spa garage here, which looks really amazing. And doesn't the interior of the custom control tower look amazing at night? You can see the kind of the turquoisey green lights inside look really stunning, and the red warning lights on top of the tower also add to the realism. So this airport is a decent size. It clocks in at 3.06 gigabytes, which is quite a fair size, but the size of the airport and the fact that they've done some surrounding, well, a lot of surrounding buildings, and they've paid a lot of attention to just this really, really smaller detail, I'm surprised it's not any bigger, to be honest with you. So, with that being said, let's head into the before and after montage for Salzburg Airport to show you what it looks like in a bit better detail before you install the scenery, and what it looks like in the default state, and then how it looks like as it stands now. So that was Salzburg Airport here in Austria. It's available from many different marketplaces, Sim Market. I think it's also on the in-game marketplace, the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace. I prefer Orbex Direct personally. I do have the Orbex Central software installed, so if you get it from there, you'll be paying $21, $21.52 in fact. €17.89 or £15.79. As always, the link for this particular airport will be in the description down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please also consider subscribing to the Practically Geek channel for more videos just like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.
Hello, 212, you make a left turn there now.
Hello, 212. Hello, 212, ready for approach now, and I request vectors via dual company approach.